Welcome to today's Daily Chelsea, your one-stop shop for all things Chelsea related. We've just about got over the pain and torture of the other day against Manchester City. I was there. It was painful and awful. And Manchester City were far and away the better team, weren't they? But as a result of that, I think that there's a lot of transfer speculation brewing. So we have a fair bit to get through today. Interestingly and unsurprisingly, Everton have rejected a £30 million bid for John Stones. This surprises me because I really thought that £30 million would get his signature, and I actually think that it would have done a couple of weeks ago. Trouble is, our start to the season has really played into their hands. They can see quite how desperate we are for a centre-half, and a good centre-half, and therefore they can hold on to their player and really milk us, and that's what they're intending to do. If I had my way, if it was a dream team situation, I'd throw them 60 million and try and get Ross Barkley in the equation, because I think he's a fantastic player. So get hold of Barkley and Stones, and I think that we really could be cooking on gas. But sadly, that's just me dreaming. I think that Everton are hoping for around 35 million, so hopefully some sort of an agreement can be made, because we need him, don't we? We certainly do. We saw the other day quite how valuable he would be in a blue shirt, and Ross Barkley is a player that I rate really highly, so it'd be wonderful if there's any room to manoeuvre there. Interestingly, and again, probably due to our start to the season, Antoine Griezmann's name has been mentioned again. We know that he has a massive buyout clause. It's around about the £60 million mark. So that is a fortune, but perhaps it's worth exploring this option. Apparently Chelsea have representatives in Madrid at the moment. So we're obviously taking it quite seriously and to see if a deal could be brokered. I think it would be a great signing. I think it's exactly what we need. I think that it's that part of the pitch where we're really lacking. So fingers crossed something can be done there. I just don't know if that's slightly too expensive. In the era of FFP, perhaps that is too much money. But I'm desperate. I'm so low. I still feel really flat after the game against Manchester City. I think that we may have to do that. I wouldn't class it as a panic buy at all, but I really think that it's time for Abramovich to put his hand in his pocket, because we just didn't look good enough, and as things stand, we are not going to win the Premier League. So something really does need to be done. Another interesting one is Isco. He's currently at Real Madrid, and apparently there's some room to manoeuvre here. Real Madrid have got a plethora of fantastic football players in that particular part of the pitch. The likes of Rodriguez, the likes of Toni Kroos, Luka Modric. They've just signed Kovacic from Inter Milan. They are just blessed in that particular part of the pitch. I'm very envious of them. But as a result of that blessing, perhaps Isco could come available. And apparently Chelsea are exploring this. It's been reported today in the Telegraph that Chelsea are really keen on Isco's signature. So with a bit of luck, there could be some transfer action before the game against West Bromwich Albion, which I think is necessary. I think that we will be fine. I think that we're going to come out against West Brom, all systems go, and I think that we will be firing and really up for it. And I'm convinced that John Terry will be our captain that day. But if we could just have another signature, particularly to help out Willian and Hazard, there just wasn't enough creativity against Manchester City, and all the players mentioned today, forward-thinking players, Griezmann or Isco would fit the bill perfectly. So yeah, fingers crossed. As always, if you haven't subscribed, please do it right now. And equally, comment below. Really interested to hear what you have to say on all three of these players. And yeah, fingers crossed. Say some good news for me, please. I feel so low after the Manchester City result. So please, cheer me up in the comments. Very difficult playing against Kompany when he's on form, but Costa has to step up a bit. And I don't quite know what to do. I don't quite know what the suggestion is to Costa.